Black Myth Wukong, the highly anticipated action RPG, is set to release August 20th, 2024. You will follow the pilgrimage of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, as he follows his path based on the classical 16th century Chinese novel, Journey to the West. But how much do you actually know about the Monkey King and his journey? Between references in anime like Goku from Dragon Ball, to Jin Mori from God of High School, and even famous Hollywood budgeted movies like Forbidden Kingdom starring Jet Li, the story and the legend behind the Monkey King has certainly set its foot into modern day culture. So let us begin. Surprisingly to some, Sun Wukong isn't actually the main protagonist in Journey to the West. That story takes place during the Ming Dynasty and begins with a monk named Tan Sanzang, who traveled to western regions of Central Asia and India to obtain the sacred Buddhist texts, also known as sutras. To aid in this pilgrimage, 3 great disciples agreed to aid Tang as atonement for their sins. These 3 disciples were Zhu Baji, also known as Zhu Wang or the Pig Monk, Sha Wu Jing, also known as the Monk Sha or Sand Orc Demon, and lastly, Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. The Monkey King sought a master to learn the secrets of eternal life. Eventually, he found his way to the Jade Emperor, also known as the First God. Sun Wukong was not able to defeat the Emperor, but was appointed Keeper of Heavenly Horses, which, if you ask me, is essentially a glorified stable boy. In response, Sun Wukong rebelled against the heavens in mischievous ways, also known as the Havoc in Heaven. This ranged from excess drinking, causing random mischief and vandalism, and most of all, eating the peaches of immortality. As punishment, the Monkey King was imprisoned under a mountain for over 500 years. Eventually, Sun Wukong was converted to Buddhism and accompanied the monk Tang as a bodyguard in his journey for the sacred texts. Besides his distinct look, most people may recognize the Monkey King from the magical staff he wields as a weapon, known as the Ryu Jingo Bang, the compliant golden hoop rod, or commonly known as You Will Gold Banded Cudgel. His staff is said to weigh 17,550 pounds or 7,960 kilograms. Imagine the strength you would need to wield such a weapon. The staff can make copies of itself. It can shrink or grow to whatever size its wielder commands as well. But the staff alone is not everything the Monkey King has in his arsenal of powers and wonder. Sun Wukong was trained with the best of the best in the universe to hone his martial arts skills. His senses are enhanced. His perception is so keen, he could even see the wings of a dragonfly from over 1,000 miles away and could hear sound coming from both the heavens and the underworld. He possesses 72 earthly transformations, allowing shapeshifting into objects and animals. Using magical hair, he can even create copies of himself. The Monkey King can possess partial weather manipulation abilities, ability to freeze enemies, create barriers of protection. He even has memory of every monkey born. As king of monkeys, it is his duty to protect his people after all. But even with all those powers, and I didn't even list all of them, what are his weaknesses? One could say he is his own weakness. With such incredible power, it definitely goes to his head, even to the point where he picks fights where he has no chance of winning on his own, often causing himself or his allies to be captured. His temper isn't always in check, and he often falls for unexpected tricks as well. Take the fire Samahi, for example, which nearly killed him, or the pain-inducing poison sting from the Scorpion Demoness. In Black Myth, you will encounter a vast and rewarding story that will pin you against some powerful foes, ranging from the Tiger Vanguard, a minion of the Yellow Wind Demon, to even his greatest foe and arguably the antagonist of Journey to the West, the Bull Demon King, also known as the Ox King, the self-proclaimed great sage who pacifies the heavens. Fun fact about the Ox King, Bowser from the Mario franchise is actually based on him. The main lessons we learn along the way in the Journey to the West saga is going to be about perseverance, determination, ambition, but most importantly, enlightenment of the human spirit. I believe Black Myth is going to be a darker retelling of the Journey to the West story. Would we lead Wukong to enlightenment? Or perhaps we damn his soul instead. And if you are new to the lore, trust me, you're going to be in for such a treat. Thank you, judges, for taking the time to really break down my video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And to all of my viewers that made it to the end of this video, I really hope you enjoyed Black Myth. I know I'm going to be covering the game when it comes to live streams, guides, and so much more. So definitely like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.